All right, so the stock market is actually doing fairly well today. Surprising that Bitcoin took this dive. Dow Jones is up around 1.5%, S&P's up 1%. Everything's kind of doing well in the stock market. I mean, I can't say that that is really causing this bearish move downwards. I think it's just causing a lot of shorts to be placed just because people see this downwards movement. I do think that we're going to see a bounce up to the upside here. I'm not sure how lower we'll be able to go, but I think short term we're going to see a little bounce to the upside. And off of what level is that going to be? Well, if the stock market holds throughout today, we're probably going to see Bitcoin bounce maybe 4 or 5% more. We're going to see these alts come along with it. But as of right now, we have seen quite the dive in the market. We saw earlier this morning, around 3 in the morning EST time, we had this large candlestick around 5% down in around 8 minutes. The whales were playing games. Whales wanted to set the pace off for Monday. But I do think we're going to see some bullishness here, right? We hit this bottom level of 31,722, which has a lot of support. And as of right now, we are trailing upwards. But this trend could easily break. But as of right now, we see this as the uptrend that we're currently in. There's a lot of people that are shorting the market right now. Guys, we've already went down. If you guys are looking at placing some shorts, we've already went down around, I believe, 20% in the past couple of days. Check from the top of here, around this 41K level. Yeah, around 22% in the past 5 days. So they're probably going to send the market upwards if I were to guess. We are looking fairly low on this index that I have right here. Looking like we might have some possible move to the upside. Just taking that into consideration, right? I'm not saying that we're going to be bullish long term, but in the short term, we are looking like we're going to have some bullishness here. If we do break down through this trend resistance and we break down through this 32K support, I am looking at this trend resistance that we have right here, and then this support. But we really do not have too much of a gap between this 31,700 to this 31K. And this 31K, guys, if we break to this 31K, we're going to be heading into the 20s. But with the way the sentiment is right now, I do believe that these shorts will be liquidated throughout today and tomorrow. We have to have a game plan for both sides just in case we do have a large dive to the downside. What is going to be the plan if we do have that, right? We're going to wait for a clear trend break in. We're going to be looking for some sort of position to get back in on the upside. I think that we're not going to have too much downwards movement, right? If we do break through this trend, here comes the candlesticks upwards. If we do break through this trend on the downside, we are going to be looking at placing a long position, right? You guys, we're almost at the bottom of this downtrend as of right now in the short to mid-term. You do not want to be trading short once we've already gone down this much. We have been extremely bearish on this channel over the past week or so. And now, right, you might want to flip to the bullish side just because of how low we have been able to go. Bullish stock market is looking very well for these cryptos right now. It's just that we haven't seen much of a change because everyone is now shorting the market. Psychology is playing tricks on them. And I do see us making some upwards movement. I think we're definitely going to retest this trend resistance right here, 33K, right? If we do retest this resistance and we break out of it, we are looking to retrace this entirety of this candle right here. You guys see this huge vector candle right here. This could be retraced today, which would give the market at least 4 or 5% maybe. We just have to see what happens on later today, but I do see that as a good possibility, us retracing this candle to the upside, maybe tapping this 34,500 level, and then probably staying around this level. But is looking bullish from today. We just saw this touch to the downside. A lot of volatility, a lot of times to make some gains as traders. If you're long-term hodlers, you were probably questioning yourself, why didn't I set my stop loss? What went wrong? But at the same time, we might see some movement to the upside. Make sure to set your stop losses around this 32K level. If we break through here, we're probably going to see some downside. I would set 3 stop losses, guys. 1 down here, and I would set 1 below this level, and then 1 below this level at 31,700, and then this 31,800 as well. But yeah, as of right now, looking bullish, right? Not much lower we can go with the bullish stock market that we're seeing right now. I think these shorts will get liquidated, guys. There's so many shorts out there on the market right now. If I was a market maker, I'd be liquidating the hell out of shorts. All right, so yeah, we're going to be able to yeah, I just took a shower right now, that's why I don't have webcam on. So we're probably going to see this movement to the upside, and I do believe that this will happen today. If it does not happen today, we have a game plan for the downside as well. Like I said, we just went over it real quick. We're following this trend right here. Everyone's extremely bearish right now. Stock market showing bullishness. Why would you fight against that when we've been following that trend very quickly? But we do have that plan for the downside. We're going to be going over some altcoins as well. Let's go into Ethereum. EMA levels, by the way, I do think we're going to be able to touch this purple 200-day EMA. I believe this is actually the 100-day EMA. Let me check. Throw this one on the YouTube. Yeah, it's the 200-day EMA right here. Do think we're going to be able to touch it just like we did kind of right now. They brought us down below, liquidated all the longs, then liquidated the shorts, and I do see some sort of movement like that happening. If we do break down below this red EMA right here, we're going to be looking for some significant downside, probably to these levels. That's my guesstimate on that. But yeah, do you think they're going to bring us above this 200 EMA, especially with the way the market is looking right now? There's no reason for them not to. Just to let you guys know, Rune is down 16% on the day. We have a lot of these altcoins that are getting slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered. Hopefully you guys have your stop losses on your altcoins, or you're out of your altcoins completely. But there will be some great upside to these once we do reach that bottom level. Right, look at, guys, we hit this 120 level for Manic right now. Manic still a little bit overvalued, guys. We're at 30k Bitcoin, or we hit around 31k. Manic has seen below a dollar at these levels, so take that into consideration, that it's a little bit overvalued right now. Probably going to see some upside, but still going to be some better altcoins to focus on. We're going to go switch it into Ethereum and do some charting on Ethereum. Ethereum is very, very important to watch out for right now, as we're below the 2000 level. We actually even hit the 1800 level down here, guys. It is looking a fair bit of bearishness, right? We did see these lower levels, which we have not seen with Ethereum with this indicator ever, right? Last time we saw that was around June 11th. And we've been in some sort of uptrend as well. I'm going to talk about that uptrend that we're seeing. But focusing up on the uptrends on the long-term perspective, guys, it's not the smartest thing to do. I see a lot of people saying we have bullish divergence. We have bullish divergence this. We have this trend that's panning out in the next 5 days that looks really bullish. Guys, we have a market that is not relying on the charts right now. As you guys can see, we were supposed to go to 45K. That's what the charts were showing. And, you know, a lot of people got that wrong. Want to know why? Because we're not reliant on just the charts. Crypto has a lot of variables. We have the stock market. We have literally, we have a lot of other things that we need to be reliant on if you want to be extremely profitable in crypto. You can't just be looking at the charts thinking that everything's going to go as planned. You need to have plans for both sides. But like I was saying, we have the stock market to be reliant on, and we have a lot of these whale alerts that you guys need to be looking out for sure, just to see which way the whale sentiment is going in the market, right? They wanted to short the market. That's what they ended up doing. And we did see these lower levels with all these coins. And we're not seeing too much of a bounce to the upside, but I do believe we're going to be able to retrace these vector candles right here. Right? This is around, what, 7% for Ethereum, tap out at that level. We're going to hit this 200 EMA, and then this is where you guys are going to want to get out of your trades maybe a little bit before, set your stop losses, of course, right? We can't break out of these resistance levels and we fall back down, right? What happens? Stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. But yeah, Ethereum's not looking too good, guys. Look at the dive that Ethereum took from the past 15 hours. Went down around 17%. Ouch, ouch, ouch. A lot of people are buying at 2200. There's going to be lower levels that are going to come in the future. This is just the beginning of this sort of bear market, guys. This is not the bottom. We've only been bearish for a few months, especially with Ethereum, guys. We've only been bearish for a few months with most of these coins. Bear markets can last quite a while, right? Slowly bleed out the market is what I see happening. Only really 41 days of bearishness. This could last 3, 4, 5 months. Get your bags ready, get yourself ready. But make sure to be prepared for all situations at the same time. this is the time where we see this high volatility because we're just kind of in the beginning of this switch to the bear market, and people are in denial. People don't believe this is happening, and there's going to be people that are going to buy the dip, push up the price. They're going to push down the price. When volatility is high, trading is a great thing to be doing, right? So yeah, Expert Crypto is finally bullish today, guys. I did have you guys buy that retest yesterday, where I said that it wouldn't be a bad idea to buy that retest yesterday. Not going to give you guys any specific buying zones, as that is something that you guys should be able to figure out on your own with the information that I'm giving you. But as of right now, make sure that you understand that everything is kind of pointing towards the bullish upside right now. At least in the shorter time frames. On the longer time frames, hell no, we look bearish as shit. So just remember that. But yeah, Ethereum looks like you'd have a little bit of a run today. Matic, we talked about Matic. I know these are some fan favorites right there. Really need to be paying attention to Bitcoin as the number one. Sushi had quite a run up yesterday, guys. You want to see something impressive? Have you guys ever seen a coin do this, right? 22% in 15 hours. Ouch, that hurts quite a lot, guys. This is the power of a bearish Bitcoin right there. All right, so let's go back into Bitcoin, go back in the charts, trying to keep you guys updated the best I can. Yeah, all my indicators right now, they haven't been really showing me too much. You guys have to understand, when we have these volatile dips in the market, right? All of these indicators, right? You need to be focused on the mechanical aspects of the market, as indicators are not showing too much. So yeah, 4-hour close above 32,500. Yep, looking for that right now. Let's go to the 4-hour, right? Look at this bullish candle that we see right here. We could see a hammer reversal on the 4-hour. This is what it could point to. We could see another bullish candle. That's what I'm looking for, as we have gone down quite a lot, guys. Bullish stock market. If we had a bearish stock market today, I can guarantee we would be able to see these lower 2,900 levels. But do not see that happening today. Yeah, we are still overlonged. Yeah, of course we're overlonged, Clorox. But with the way the market looks right now, I would say that overlonging right now is not the worst idea. Because probably going to push this up a little bit more, because we do have the ability to have that sentiment around the market that they can push it up, and then they're going to push it back down once we get to a certain level, probably above this 200 EMA. Look how they've done it in the past. They've done it once, right? They did it twice right here. We've stayed below, stayed below, stayed below. Let me go on the 7-minute too as well, show you this. All right, so probably going to retrace this candle at least to this 3,400 level. But every time we break down, we always have some push to the upside, right? We haven't had that push to the upside just yet. We break down, push to the upside. This was quite the breakdown right here, right? But I do see that push to the upside coming today, right? Yeah, we can see a pump to the next resistance. I do believe so. Yep. We don't make a higher high right here, though. We are looking like a little bearish, right? We talked about higher highs and lower lows. We have been making some sort of W pattern. If this does fail, though, when we go to the downside, not looking good. But that's why we have our stop losses in place, and that's why we're looking at this actively. But look at, we have a lower low right here, right? Then a lower high, right? Higher high right here, higher high right here. We want to see a higher high right here, right? So that shows an uptrend. This is what an uptrend is when you have lower highs and higher highs. So the second that we do break out of this uptrend, you're going to have some extreme caution within the market, right? You guys can figure out once we break this uptrend. There's even a little indicator that you guys could be using for this, right? What is it called? Higher high, lower low. Here we go. Right. Here we go. So lower low, higher high. We need to see that higher high if we want to see some bullishness, right? This could be some sort of fake out as well, but that's why we're being extremely careful with what we see going on right now. But as you guys have heard, I am a little bit bullish today, but we'll have to see how everything pans out. I am going to be being very, very careful with what we see. You guys are waiting for some long-term positions, right? If we do get up to, let's say, this 34,500 level, this would be a good time to start laddering in on your shorts between this 34 and this 36K area. If we do manage to get back up there, that would be a good time to be laddering in on some shorts and some longs to ladder in on. I would say we will look at these bottom levels right here, but we do have a lot of support down here. So we will be looking at those levels. Once we do reach those levels, we're just kind of in the middle of a trend right now. So yeah, I say not to trade in the middle of the trend, but I have been as well. I just want you guys to be as careful as you can, tight stop losses. If you guys are new to trading, definitely wait for the bottom of these trends in these ranges. The tops are the bottoms. Crypto is doomed. It's not doomed. It's just what happens during these cycles. We have some sort of push to the upside, then the downside every single cycle. There's nothing new. Yeah, we see the selling pressure with the upward wicks. You guys see these upward wicks right here. This is showing the selling pressure. We'll see how high we can go, but guys, look at this selling pressure right here, right? This would be a perfect opportunity to throw up a large long and if I was a whale and liquidate all of these shorts right now because they have the ability to. They have the ability to definitely do that or bring it to the downside, but definitely going to see probably some upside on the shorts. Probably going to see these shorts get liquidated. That's my guess right now. We're far below the EMA levels that we need to be right now. I already took a sizable dip. All right, I'll go through some of your questions. Yeah. We will test 30K today. Possibly we could, but we just need to see this trend break. I would say we're more likely to break out to the upside today, as this is kind of what the sentiment is pushing down. We've had such a large push to the downside, and we do have some bullishness in the stock market, which I think this push down was kind of planned before to try and get this bearish sentiment that was going to happen Monday in the stock market, right? But it is looking a little bit bullish, probably going to see a push with Bitcoin. We've already had such a far prolonged push to the downside. All right, I will throw up the market zones as well, right? We'll go see what New York is up to. All right, here we go. Chart Champions, Part 3, Session 3. Right, New York opened. What did New York do? They threw up the market. They pushed it down. Let's see if they're going to throw it up again. Chances are, guys, right? This is 30 minutes before New York opened. Let's see what they did. Let's go, what, 10:30? Let's go to 13. They pushed the market down right when they opened and then pushed it up, right? Then they brought it back down again. We'll see what New York wants to do, but my guess is probably throw it up on the upside. Yep, alts are not doing very, very good right now. Yeah, I hope you guys are liquid on your alts, as that has not been quite the best decision that you have made, which was holding on to these alts long term. It's okay if that's you. We still have a lot of faith long term in these buys that we will make during the bear market to get these great gains on these alts, right? We do see this trend line on the 1 hour, guys. We do have this trend line on the 1 hour. If we break out, probably going to be able to recover some of this candle, but we'll need to see. This is what I'm looking for. This is the type of trend resistance that we have. We want to see a breakout out of this trend and then a retest to confirm, and then breakout of this trend, retest to confirm, breakout, right? We want to see something along these lines. We break out, we retest, and whoops, brush is not working, right? So retest by there, breakout, retest by there, right? And breakout to the upside. This is where I'm looking to take a lot of my profits on this. I'm going to be taking profits every single resistance that we break through. All right, let's see if we can make that higher high real quick. We are forming a close call to this trend resistance right here. We have touched this trend resistance once. If we break out of it, probably going to be this next time we go at it. RSI making higher low and BTC making higher high, and it's bearish. You can we can push it. Well, we had a lower low and a lower low with Bitcoin on the RSI, and we pushed through it. I just see the stock market definitely helping along with this, right? RSI can't predict what the stock market's doing. They can only do so much together, right? That's why I'm a little bit bullish, as you guys can tell. But at the same time, I'm going to prepare if we do have a little bearish push drawdown, as you guys all should prepare for both things to happen. You can get good orders in on both sides that we have when we move to the upside or to the downside. I will have a sentiment analysis on what I think is most likely going to happen, right? But I'm planning for both sides still with the same amount of with the same amount as I normally would, right? Right? As all of you guys should. Yeah, if you're trading, don't ask how low coins would go. You guys are really just trying to grab that 1 to 2% a day, get out of the market, especially if you're new to trading. You guys lose 1 to 2%, get out of the market, right? Especially if you're new. You guys need to be learning, you need to be studying, and you need to be actively working to get your confirmation and to get your strategy built. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin. All the indicators are showing that we're very, very high right now. Probably going to have a little drawdown and probably bounce back up, but we'll have to see. We can push through this. Did he just draw a desk lamp? Yeah, I did. Sorry, a little sloppy on this computer. Touch. Might need to go back down again. Let's see if we can break through on this attempt, though. All right. So, yeah, I could go through a few altcoins. That's fine. It's just right now, you guys need to be focusing on Bitcoin, not your altcoins. If you guys can't keep up with your altcoins and Bitcoin, then just keep up on Bitcoin, because that's how you guys are going to learn the most, is from Bitcoin. We just tested this. Let's see if we're going to draw down to this this EMA level. We might break down through it. We'll have to see. I tested the 200 on the 3-minute. Yeah, these EMA levels are resistance and support levels, by the way, guys. You guys can see they always have price action around these EMA levels. They're the moving averages, right? Want to see exactly what type of support, what type of resistance that we're having short term or long term. You guys can be looking at these levels, right? Look how low we are on the daily chart from at least even the 20-day EMA. We're extremely low. We broke above it last push, hit this 200, and then we broke back down, right? We're extremely low from it. Probably going to have another drawback upwards. If we don't have a drawback upwards, guys, we have this entire zone right here that could be retraced, right? All the way to the 20s, to the 20K. You guys saw how we had this giant leg down here. We could be seeing a giant leg down in the near future if we do not have a pushback upwards. Look at all this free space that we have below these resistances, guys. Look at this. Really don't have much resistance until this 23K level. We have some at this 25, 26. But it is looking very, very bearish. Not too much there, right? We could have this entire drawdown if we do break through these levels, which this is 28, this 28 to 29K level. Very, 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 very bearish if we do get down to the 28K level and break through. Yeah, RSI is coming down. Indicators are coming down. Probably have another push upwards and then break through it. Did make a lower low though, so be careful with that. All right, we'll go through some of your altcoins, guys. We'll go through. China just created huge opportunity for Bitcoin to blow up in the long run. Look past it. Not sure what you're talking about. All right, we'll look into some more, I guess. I mean, if you guys want to update on your altcoins, you're probably down over 15% on most of them, 10 to 15%. If Bitcoin goes up, let's say 5%, they're probably going to be break even or in profit a little bit, right? But most of them are going to stay down today. So that's your update. Find out your alt to Bitcoin ratio. How much does Bitcoin go up? How much does your altcoins go up? And then you can figure out exactly what type of movement you have to be looking for Bitcoin to stay in profit with your altcoins. Push you through your profit. All right, we could go into Chainlink. These are all cryptos that you guys buy during a bear market, something like Chainlink, possibly. People are already up an insane amount on Chainlink, guys. Look how much Chainlink has dropped from all-time highs, though. Still have people that are up a lot off Chainlink, guys. A lot off Chainlink, right? Let's go back into the history of Chainlink. I always see Chainlink comments. Yes, Chainlink's going to be implemented into DeFi, right? People are still up 2,000%, right? 2,018x off of Chainlink. Actually a little bit less than that. I was negative right there. Get a better estimate. People are still up. Yeah. Wait, no, I'm getting negative right there. Get up a little closer estimate. Let's just say we bought here. Still have people that are up 600, 700%, right? Even some people right now that are up over 1,000% on Chainlink still. So you have to understand that we had very, very low prices. This is when it just kind of came out though, but you got to understand Chainlink will be big in the future, but as of right now, we're going to see lower prices than what we do right now. You think these prices are low, right? Just wait, man. Just wait for the bear market to really start. This is what happens. You guys think it can't go any lower. It can't go any lower. Oh, it went up. It went up 20%. Oh, we're going back to original prices. No, that's the fake out. You guys fall for that stuff all day. You can't be like that. We're going to get lower prices. How low? Lower than $19, probably. Lower than $15. You have to understand that we will push up sometimes, right? That's when you should be trading, and then they're going to bring us back down, bleed out the market. This is how they run these bear markets. This is how these bear markets do operate. We have been in one until we see a signal that we're making higher highs on the long time frame, and that this volume in the market is going up. No, we're still in a bear market, and your alts are still going to go down lower than what they are right now. A lot lower than what they are right now. How low? I can't tell you. If you don't like that, man, get off this channel and go watch some Hopium. All right, are we going to break through this? See if we can break through this. We're starting lower lows right now. This is just me showing you guys, right? Could be on this downtrend a little bit if we do start this, right? Could see some sort of downtrending occur. Or this could just be some M or W breakout. We'll have to see if we bounce off this level and then break out to the upside. I do believe, though, that these candles right here, you guys see these large candles that we have right here. These are easily retraceable. Easily retraceable. All right, let's see if we break off of this. Now support level. All right. You guys see the price action through this? If we break out of this trend, right, we're going to see a lot of price action to the downside. I've been up late last night, guys. Sorry about this. A little tired, a little slow, a little sluggish, but I've been up for quite a while. We'll try and keep you guys updated all throughout today. There we go. We bounced perfectly off of that. This is on the 6-minute, guys. We have a lot of volatility in the market right now. It's awesome. Do you see how low this volume is where we're currently at right now in the 15-minute? Look how large this candle is with this low volume right here. It's insane the amount of volume that we're seeing in the market today. It's going to be a great day for anyone who's trading. Definitely going to be active and alert all throughout today. 15-minute, we are looking a little bit overbought. See what happens. Trying to get down to these lower levels, get in some orders. Probably going to retest around these levels. Stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. Yeah, I mean, guys, look at, we came down here. How much did we push already? Pushed up 5% from this bottom level. This is kind of the pattern that we've been showing. How much did we push up from this bottom level right here? Probably 4 to 5%. Look at this one candlestick, guys. This was the fake out candlestick. This is where these market makers were really messing around with you guys. Within 16 minutes, they sent it down 4%. They sent it up 4%. Liquidated everyone on both sides who was shorting or longing with tight stop losses, right? I guess we can go into ETC. Yeah, ETC. A lot of people trade Ethereum Classic as it's pretty volatile. Go into Ethereum Classic. I'll go through Ethereum Classic. Look at this candlestick on Ethereum Classic, guys. That up 14, 15%, 32 minutes. This is what they're doing, guys. Oh yeah, that's great. But yeah, they'll send the market up slightest amount of bullishness, especially with these cryptos. They don't have much of a market cap. These whales can really take a lot of liquidity from these shorts and from these longs in these altcoins. That's why you guys need to prepare on these altcoins with very, very tight stop losses and a lot of TA, as sometimes you can do that, right? And you'll still get stopped out because of the amount of liquidity that is in that crypto. They will end up just stopping you out or whatever it might be. But yeah, you can be successful. You need to get successful into Bitcoin before going into these altcoins. That's always my suggestion. You tried to save from hodling George Bags, but I didn't listen. It's okay, John. It's okay. I don't know how much longer that guy can say buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, right? I'll tell you what, we will be buying the dip, guys, but this dip isn't over, right? There we go. We see the bounce off the trend line. See if we could break out, retrace this. And look at the trend line that we're kind of drawing right here. Bounce down to like somewhere around this level and then bounce back up. Resistance is really being worked. I mean, we've already seen a 5% push with Bitcoin as well today, right? Where are we up? We're up 4% from the bottom. Not bad. If we had a bearish stock market, guys, we would be all the way down at low 28 level. I can guarantee that. Yeah, I'll stream until I know, until I have some definite move on what we're going to see, right? Because I'm thinking breakout just because the sentiment in the stock market and the amount of liquidations they can get. But if we do break through some of these key important levels, going to be shorting, going to be looking for the downside movement. Sideways action? Maybe, right? Head and shoulders. Let me check. Yeah, we could see that. It's pretty easy to see some sort of head and shoulders pattern right after it happens. It's basically just some sort of bullish Gartley pattern, or bearish Gartley is inverse and adverse. Right. I'm not the biggest fan of chart patterns, because the amount of success rate from chart patterns, if you backtest them, you look back in the past, how successful would it be following the head and shoulders pattern when we have X happen in the market, right? It's not too high, guys. These chart patterns are not too high. you're most likely just looking at basic market structure and some indicators to get that success rate higher. But all I'm looking at is success rate, right? What is the success rate of what we're currently seeing with this pattern? If it's not too high, I don't want to use it, right? Same thing goes with Head and Shoulders. I don't like it because the success rate is not too high with it. But if you're using price action indicators, right? Yeah, success rate can be a lot higher with that pattern. Engulf these two candles. We'll see what happens from here. The bottom of this trend, boom, we hit the bottom, bounced up. Let's see if we can make a higher high. If we can't, this is going to turn into a downtrend, right? Here's our downtrend line right here. Will be moving my stop losses up on this bottom of the trend trade. I'm already in profit by around 2 or 1.5%. Going to be moving it up around 0.5% in profit. If it hits, it hits. That's why I always suggest. I'm just not too comfortable with this volatility, right? With the volatile day like today is, with this volatility, it's just about farming those percentages. You get into a good trade. A struck of luck happens. You make a lot of money, but what I mean by a stroke of luck is all of these indicators, right? All of this market structure is not too prevalent right now. It's too high volatility for market structure to give a damn, right? We've seen these levels be extremely low, extremely high, and they've done exactly the opposite of what anything was pointing to. So you're just trying to farm that in-between percentage of the volatility where we have high volatility and you're able to farm exactly what we're seeing with that, right? Not trying to get too greedy. Greediness will get you killed in these moments, right? Holding these altcoins and being greedy for you to get back up to your original price of when you bought it 50% ago is a little bit greedy. Yes, I have been up all night. Of course I have. Why wouldn't I be? With volatility like this, it's yeah. Well, I mean, yesterday did really well, right? Yesterday we did really well. We retested that trend line. I don't have it drawn here. Took it off. Retested the trend line. Then we hit the top of the trend, which was the high point where we thought we were going to break down from if we didn't go all the way up there. Yeah, significant downtrend with these wicks. We need to break out. A lot of selling pressure. You see upward wicks like that, shows a lot of selling pressure, guys. I mean, guys, look at these wicks. It's awesome, right? This 1.35. This, guys, 2%. 2%. What a day. What a day today, huh? Yesterday also. All right, stop loss was hit. I got stopped out, but I still made profit, guys. I could care less, right? Got stopped out on my trades, could care less. I'm still made profit. If it goes up 10% and I somehow don't get a trade in, you know what? I'm fine. I'm still in profit. So you guys have to be looking at these situations like. And volatility right now will kill you if you guys are holding in your trades. Right now, instead of just taking profits when you're when you move up your stop loss to another support or another resistance, you're going to get killed one of these times. I can guarantee you with this volatility, you can't get everything perfect. You know, one of these trades might hit big, but you want to have those trades that continue to hit small because of the volatility. It happens, right? It's all about staying consistent, staying strategic, waiting for real significant trends, right? Guys, look how high we are still. And we do seem to have an uptrend on the 1 hour though, right? Look at this 1 hour, guys. Look at this resistance that we see on this purple and this pink and purple line. A lot of resistance, guys. A lot of resistance at these levels. And we do break out, we'll have significant upside. But these indicators, guys, right? These indicators. Come on. Look at the fake out, the fake out, the fake out on the 1 hour. Look at this fake out, guys. Holy moly, right? But we need to see that that touchback and then probably attack on that. Yeah, look at the 9 minute. Look how bearish that looks, guys. Just using this one indicator, showing you guys around on it. If you guys want to download this indicator, it's called Bot Indicator. I believe it's called Bot Indicator. Bot. Is it Oscillator? It might be Oscillator. Yeah, Bot Oscillator V2 and Bot Oscillator V1 is a very good indicator that I like to use. I would suggest it. Shows a lot of where the momentum's heading through candlesticks as well. Yeah, like I said, guys, indicators will help you quite a lot. Indicators will help you quite a lot. Market structure as well. You guys see all these lines? Whoa, look it, we're bouncing exactly off these lines that I've been drawing. Wonder how that is possible, right? Am I just a magician or am I just drawing too many lines and, you know, one of them hits by luck? No, guys, this is where price action happens. People will put buy and sell orders at these spots, right? So you know if these sell orders, right, it's called a sell wall. If we have a sell wall at this point and it breaks through, we're going to have significant downside, right? If same thing happens with the buy wall. If we break through that buy wall, I'll have significant upside, whatever it might be the other way around, but yeah. You guys keep asking me if you should buy now. No. You should buy when you think you should buy now, right? I'm giving you the tools, the research, and the know-how on when to find these good buy levels. As of right now, we're showing that we're overbought. But as these indicators have kind of been showing that they don't care if we're overbought or oversold. I do think that there's going to be some good buying opportunities when we do drop down to these lower levels. I will show them to you. And we bought at the bottom of this trend, waited for a breakout. Waited for a breakout of the trend, thought we were going to see that higher high, but you want to know what? We didn't. Look at this engulfing that we saw here. Stay around this level. On this 32K. Possibly these levels. We see large movement, guys. Look at this large movement that we've seen in between this range. I'll move that up a little bit. Can we break through this trend? Can we break through this trend? Can we not? Nope. Go on the 15-minute. Check out what's happening. Yeah, these candles don't look great on the 15-minute, guys, just because of the trend lines, right? We go on the 4-minute. Trend lines look a lot closer. All right, you see the 1 hour, you see this resistance. I'll show you guys this resistance right here. This is what we're looking at on the 1 hour for this resistance line. But when you see these large candles, right, that can be easily retraced, right? These are called vector candles. And what happens normally is we can go on the other side of the map, right, on the other side of the chart map. And you can see that, look at this candle right here. What do we see? We see large candles on the other side, right? When we see these large downward candles, look at guys, boom, we had this candle down exactly where this one is. right? This is where we see price action, right? What happened to these 3 candles right here? 1, 2, 3, or like at 1, 2, 3. This is how the charts work. When we have large price movement at areas, we tend to have them again. I know my chart might look sloppy to you. I just have EMA levels on. EMA 20, 50, 100, 200. I could have some more on, but we will get to that sooner or later. I have a lot of support and resistance levels, and I have trend resistance, trend support levels, right? We're in this type of wedge right here. We're making higher lows and we're making higher highs. Could see a breakout to the upside, but we'll need to see. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now, but I don't have any buy orders in myself or sell orders right now. I'm completely naked, waiting for significant movement to either side and waiting for a retest to put an order in. At the top of this close candle, we got a few bear indicators. Top of this candle, got a bear indicator. Look how low the volume has gotten on the 9-minute, guys. Volume has been decreasing. Even with these large candlesticks, volume has been decreasing. Pretty crazy to think how high a volume that we had today, right? Pretty high volume. Extremely high volume today. It's been a day to remember. This 1-day candle. Yeesh, guys. Look at this. Look at all the longs that just got liquidated, right? We talked about overlong market, guys. Look at all the longs that got liquidated. How many longs do you think got liquidated? How many people put in longs around this level because they watched too much YouTube and they thought that this thing was going to 48K? Quite a lot. Right? How many shorts are in place right now? Quite a lot. But longs are definitely got slaughtered. They got slaughtered. Yeah, buying pressure is slowing down. That's why I'm not looking at buying as of right now. I was in the beginning of this video, right? Thought we could see that trend push up. But we saw the retracement downwards, and we need to break through this to really see what we're looking at. I do think, guys, if we look at the stock market is bullish today, right? I think this is why we saw this retracement upwards, probably along the lines of that. A lot of people were expecting this to be a bloody Monday for crypto, and you know, it was, but we did have that retracement upwards. Oh, KSM, you want me to go with the KSM? All right. Burnt KSM to the ground, guys. This was the coin that we were talking about a while back ago. Let's see if we have these levels on here. We might have them. Show. Go to the 1 hour. Do we have them? No, I don't think we do. I think we were talking about this around the $400 to $500 level, the high 400s to high 500s, talking about how overvalued it was. And yeah, burn KSM to the ground. I think we've done a pretty good damn job about doing that, making sure that did happen. We knew how overvalued it was. I talked a whole lot of crap about KSM, about the hype around it, and we're going to see this thing probably still fall some more. But as of right now, guys, if you're shorting this, you're up 17% in 1 day, right? That's enough profits. I do see the support level for KSM happening. We have this 214 to around this 200, right? It's not going to recover after this one, guys. Look at these dips. Look how prolonged this dip was, right? This dip took a few days to happen, right? It took around 8 days to happen. These dips that we had these large bounce backs from only took a few days to happen. And we're not going to see the climb back up happen as fast, as this is kind of the scenario, right? You have large dips downwards that are fast. You're going to have a large push to the upside that's fast. We have a large dip downwards that was fast. We have a large upside that's fast. We have a slow one. We're going to have a slow ascent upwards, but most likely not going to happen. right? Probably gonna have a slow ascent upwards, but it's probably not gonna happen. Not with KSM at least, but that's kind of how it works. Quicker you go down, quicker you go up. Right? Velocity of exactly what we're seeing does help. God damn, we have a lot of support around this level, guys. Does not look good. Or resistance. These candles. Just fighting. It's a total fight right now. You think Binance is safe? They say it's a scam. Frozen accounts can't withdraw funds. Your thoughts? Do not think that Binance is a scam. Yes, they do some shady things. But if you're KYC'd and you're running a good VPN or whatever you might be doing on Binance, I do think it's safe. The fees will eat you up. But I do prefer FTX. I do prefer FTX. Binance is really good though. Binance is really good. Right? There's not much exchanges you have to go off of. Yeah, we could break down from this 100 right here. Yeah, we just tested it. These altcoins guys are crazy, swear to God. Yep. All right, so yeah, it is looking still fairly bearish. It is, but like I said, we already had a 5% push today. Just a little synopsis again. Had a 5% push today. Stock market is looking good. A lot of negativity is going to happen in the crypto price action once we do have that bearish stock market. But as of right now, a lot of longs have been liquidated. Shorts definitely did win, and we had a lot of longs placed around these areas. But I do see some sort of upside. I'm a little bit 50-50 on it as of right now, as we did not make that higher high. You guys can see right here, we have a lower low. Look at this higher high right here. This could be the start of this downtrend unless we do break out fourth. Right? So a little 50-50 right now. You want to know what? That's what you do when you're short-term trading, right? You have to be focused on what the charts are showing. But all the selling pressure that you guys see here, all these wicks, right? All these wicks, price was up to here, right? Price was up to here. What were people doing? They were selling, they weren't buying, right? Price is down here, people are buying. Price down here, people are buying, right? You want to see downwards wicks if you want to see price action upwards, right? Here's the wicks down here. Here's the wicks down here. Here's the wicks down here. Just very, very volatile right now, guys. You normally do not see this, right? Let's go look up here. Look at how the wicks are nothing like what we're seeing right now, which happened a few days ago. Absolutely nothing comparable to what we're seeing right now. That is because yesterday was Sunday, though, as well. Yeah, we could see that test coming. Yeah, we'll have to see. What I'm looking for as well is these levels down here, guys. This is what I'm looking at, this 3,100 to 30K level. This is where I see a little bounce happening as well, down at this level, and then down at this 29 to 30K level, right? These are our longer term, what we're looking at for exactly the test and then the pushback upwards, right? What did we see right now? We saw the retest on this level, which we did have some support around where we actually dipped to. Did have some support to this level, so from the past. People put buy orders in, guys, where we had support in. So a lot of buy orders down at 31 to 28K. Why do you prefer FTX over Binance? I prefer FTX over Binance because of the fees. Not along with the fees is also the customer service that FTX gives you. They have really good customer service over there. And when Binance went down, FTX was still up. You guys remember when all those exchanges went down and they didn't allow you to trade? FTX was still open. FTX still had my back. And they have quite a lot of altcoins on there as well. Trust FTX a lot more. I'd rather have more money in FTX than into other ones. Like I said, you guys keep asking about altcoins. We're gonna see lower lows with your altcoins. As of right now, definitely not looking too good for your altcoins. We're just focusing on Bitcoin. We're going to Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's what we're gonna go into. You guys went into some altcoins earlier, right? Not looking too good for the alts. They depend on Bitcoin. Yep, Binance customer service is indeed a complete joke. See if we can break through the support, right? Break this through the support. Let's see what happens. All right. Breaking through this trend right now. Possibly wait for the retest, put in a short. Waiting for a retest, right? Waiting for a retest up to here. Short. A lot of price action, right? A lot of price action at the support level. But it's all imaginary, folks. Support and resistances don't work, right? Yeah, they do. We have another support level right here as well. Look through that. All right, let's see if we get this retest in a downtrend now. In a downtrend now. We see lower lows, lower highs, and a downtrend. Do still have this support level right here. Yeah, New York is going wild. Yeah, New York is definitely going wild right now. New York's making a whole lot of money. I can guarantee you that. All right. I got a few bear indicators around this close of this candle. Close of this candle as well. Here at the close of that candle, bear indicator close of that candle. And pretty nice day today. Go throw this on the minute. Have a pivot of shift in bearish momentum right here. Yeah. Close that. Yeah, looks like we're going to probably have some downwards momentum, and then you get a signal on exactly what we're looking at. Stochastic is looking a little bit low. Still can go a little bit lower and get that shift. We're just trying to trade the ranges and the channels. Right, we're in between this little range that we're making right now. Hit our support, couldn't break above it. Downwards to the bottom of this range that we're currently in. All right, so do you think alts with use case will eventually go back to their original prices and higher next bull run? Yes, Daniel, they will. But not too many alts have use case. A lot of them are just a little bit, you know, it's how much money can they bring in? How much clients do these alts have? Are they really going to be useful? Like Filecoin, do we really need decentralized files? No, we use DocuSign or we use something else. A lot of these alts are absolutely pointless and they slap a decentralized logo onto their company and then they shill their project via marketing. So yeah, some of them will be useful, but very far in between. Hey, want to thank you a lot. Down a lot after the May 19 crash, but pulled myself together and now in profit. Also, I love you, but if possible, swear less. We'll do that, Giggy or GG. Sorry about that. We'll swear less. Sorry. If you guys want to have your kids watch me, they can now watch me. Teach them a lot. Get them good at charting. Good idea. George is still bullish. I'm using him as an indicator for the bottom. When he is scared, that is the bottom. Yep. I mean, it's kind of fascinating, you know. A lot of these YouTubers, guys, will be gone within the next 3 months. I can guarantee you that. We have a bull run on the YouTube side of things. I remember 2017, 2018, these YouTubers disappeared off the side of the earth when this bear market happened. You have a bear market for YouTubers. You have a bear market. Just everything kind of slowly disappears. It's a lot of fun for those who stay and those who are prepared for it. I can guarantee you that. A lot of you guys have been prepared for this, and a lot of you guys have been making a lot of money, right, on this channel from this. You guys have been getting prepared, getting suited up for war during this bear market. I guarantee you, bear market will be the best thing that's ever happened in your life from an investing standpoint. Yep, now kid-friendly. How low do you think Chili's will go? Like I said, these alts will do the limbo. They will be the best person on that cruise ship or in that dance competition for the limbo. I do see Chili's dropping down a whole lot more. Why is that? They have the hype event of you can now buy beer at this soccer tournament with Chili's. But look how much they pumped up, guys. Look how much they pumped up, right? When was this pump? It was right here. They went from 28. Let's see how long ago this was. What, 6 days ago? What, they went from 28 to, well, no, it was actually from down here, right? What they did 50% and they did 60%. Look how much they have dropped from all-time highs. Just how many days ago was that? 5 days ago, they went down almost 40%, right? I've probably been able to farm around 18% off of them, but I haven't been fully focused on them. I was focused on them for a couple days. But yeah, down 14%, looking very good. I do like to see KSM down 19 to 20% more. But yeah, kind of a useless crypto, in my opinion, right? NFTs, collectibles. Let's actually think about the use case on that, right? Let's actually think about the revenue that Chili's is going to be able to produce. It's an unknown market, and it's a lot of speculation and a lot of guesswork involved with that. So not too bullish on Chili's long term. You can quote me on that. Yeah, it's a bear market, guys. Enjoy it while you're here, right? Enjoy the knowledge, right? Enjoy the knowledge. Enjoy the extra time you're going to be able to have during a bear market once we have low volume in a bear market, right? Low volume is the key. When we have high volume in this bearish market, this is when you really have to capitalize on the situations that we're in, because there will be a time where we're going to have a lot lower amount of volume, right? It's going to happen. It's not yet. Right? Obviously not yet, guys. Look how much volume we had today. This is like, I dream about volume like this, guys. Look at this volume that we've had. This is Expert Crypto's dreams at night, you know? I could only dream of volume like this. right? Look at this bearish volume. Holy moly, guys. All right, I'll draw a little downtrend now. I'll keep that one up just so it's unorganized and you guys get a little bit OCD mad, right? Kidding. But yeah, so here's the downtrend that we're kind of going into right now. You can point it up from up here a little bit. Not the best downtrend. Let me go to like the 5-minute. I would say this could be the top right here. We're just at the bottom of this downtrend. If we break through, comes up above here like this. Yeah, this is pretty violent, right? Somewhat not the best trend line, not too accurate, but we'll see. You know, you're trying to get as many touches as you can on these trend lines because it shows price action, right? Kind of just tested this in the middle of no man's land right here. See, this is a little concerning. You guys see how we tested right here? This is a new support or resistance on the 1 hour in the middle of no man's land right here. Right, this is the little middle of no man's land. We don't see any candle closes on the 1 hour right there. Right, so could be a new support or resistance. Depends on where we close and what happens after. You guys look at that, 2%. Yeah, what's BTC down, all alts down. Wait, all downs and ups is a scam in my opinion. BTC down and all alts up and down is a scam. I guess you could think of, I mean, it's not a scam, man. It's just how the market works, right? If we have in the stock market, right? If we have S&P or US 30 go down, what happens to all these stocks? They normally all go down. It's just you need a leading thing in any sort of market that's going to give you some sort of momentum on where these stocks or where these cryptos will go. Every market works like that. If you want to call it a scam, you can. It's just the way the market works, right? Rumor has it Amazon is poking with VeChain. Your thoughts on mid to long term for VeChain? Okay, so let's get into VeChain, guys. Yeah, I'm a fundamental guy, right? I do like fundamentals. You guys should all be fundamental guys at some point. But VeChain, there's a crypto, right? Not going to name it off. Maybe I will. It's called TE Food. Doesn't mean to FOMO into it, but it has 4x the amount of blocktivity and way more customers than VeChain has. But want to know what? It's 266x less market cap than VeChain is. Why is that? Because VeChain has great marketing, right? VeChain is a hype coin. Yes, it does have potential, it does have use case, it does have things going on in China, but that hypes up the price. When in reality, there could be another crypto that has more clients, right? 266x, guys, and has more clients and a better structure than VeChain. But that doesn't mean that this crypto is going to get hyped up and pump. Want to know why? Because they don't care about marketing, right? They don't care about marketing. VeChain cares about marketing. They care about the price of their token. So that's why you see that price. But yeah, VeChain long-term probably going to be good and just needs to keep up the hype. Just how crypto works, right? I'm not saying that VeChain sucks, right? Yeah, VeChain's obviously a great company, but there's other ones out there in crypto that don't care about the price of their token. Long-term, though, yeah, could be good. Yeah, TE Food, CryptoVeg, German, much better. Yep. Yeah, VeChain is also on exchanges. Yep. What do you think about PancakeSwap? I don't like PancakeSwap. That, in my opinion, right? A site that will list literally anything, guys, right? An exchange that will allow you to list any single coin. This is where this regulation needs to come into play. When we have these tokens that are just rug pulls, or they're just not, not literate in what they're trying to do, they need to be taken off exchanges. Like, if we just had a set system where these exchanges, you need to follow these regulations, this would solve a lot of the rug pulling problems. The problem is PancakeSwap or Binance Smart Chain will allow any single crypto to be listed on their exchange. It sucks, right? It makes crypto look bad, and it allows these people to get screwed out of their money because it's on PancakeSwap. It's easy to buy. Go buy it, right? Even though it has no use case, it's shady and terrible. But yeah, no, I'm just talking, right? So that's too much banter for that. Let's get back into some charts. ICP at $40. We hit all the way at 38. Let's see how low this one can go. VeChain at 8 cents. Go into some alts, I guess. We are seeing some upwards momentum with these alts. Same thing we're kind of seeing with Bitcoin right now, but you know, see how good this will pan out. Is your opinion good to see one a long? Been long since 29K. I would say that a long or short right now. Definitely wait. Well, you've been longing since 29K. So you've been longing for a while. Let's go back into the charts. You've had lots of opportunities to get out of that long before. Don't be afraid to get out of your longs and shorts. The longer that you're in them, right, the more opportunities I guarantee you will miss out on. If you're strategic, you would have probably been out of that long not too long ago. Right? But yeah, you've been one at 29K. I'm not going to give you any financial advice on when to get out of that, but I would just say that look for some sort of higher high and a break into support when we reach a resistance that we've broken down off of before. Let's say like we somehow reach this 33K 500 level, or we reach this 34,500 level. That would be a good time to get out of it. Set your stop loss on it, whatever we're at right now. You want to set your stop losses probably around this 31K to around this 31,900 level to around this 32,100 level as well. Broke down through this support. Let's see. Yeah, guys, look at this downtrend. Yeah, guys, I went from bearish to bullish so fast, right? Had the retest. Guys, like I said, when you're following these charts this closely, people will continue to say, oh, long-term prediction, that, right? You guys see me switch, right? I switch when I see momentum in the charts that do something opposite, right? If you're following the charts, you're obviously going to change your perspective, unless you're a long-term chart predictor, which is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of. These people will not be right long-term, right? If we're talking, okay, yeah, some of them might, but it's all based on it's based on past analytical data for charts. But when the market cap for Bitcoin is so small and the variables for Bitcoin are just so small, it's so stupid to think that you could be long-term accurate with these charts, right? Short term, you can get some sort of sense and direction. I'm talking about like 24 hours to 1 week. Yes, you can take these supports and these resistances from long term, but guys, one out of 10 people will be right long term, right? And that guy will be right 1 out of 5 times. It's just trying to get a sense of idea where momentum is shifting in the market, right? That's really all charts and TA is used for. You're trying to get a sense of momentum. And when Bitcoin is this volatile, when this market is this volatile, you're just trying to get a sense and direction on where it's going. It's not for exact predictions, which is kind of what I was referring to. Right? Yeah, you can get some sort of direction long term on where Bitcoin's going, but a lot of it is just idiocy, whatever it's called. I'm very tired. Price action is a level that we see price go up or down off of with volatility, right? Is that wick off method playing off right now? Man, the wick off, right? You guys can look at the wick off all you want. right? You could have said the wick off method was happening 4 or 5 times. And you know what? You might make some profits from it, but I can guarantee you that the wick off method is very, very variable constituted, where you're just depending on these outstanding variables to happen. And yeah, go try and predict the wick off method, right? But make sure that you're following along closely to it, as momentum switches can happen very, very quickly with it. It's more of how much can these market makers suck out of this market. That's kind of what the wick off is based off of, which I do like that part about it. But I wouldn't say it's something to base off all of your TA. Obviously, you should be looking at it, have it set up possibly, and then try and base some of your TA off of it. But be looking at those momentum switches, those supports, and those resistances, basically trend resistances that get broken through that to really get some accuracy behind it on the long-term side of things. You guys want me to hop into the Discord? Get some ideas from the Discord. Wouldn't be that bad of an idea. I can do that if you guys want. Why cough? Yeah, sorry. It's just, you guys, right? What you're trying to do, every single person that's watching this, what you are trying to do, if you're going to be investing long term, right? I'll go through this really quick. Any of you traders, you could stay, just wait these 20 seconds, 30 seconds, right? So anyone who's investing long term, you're trying to buy the absolute bottom, right? You're trying to dollar cost average in at the lowest levels that we can go to. We've broken through levels and we've been in a downtrend that points that this is not the bottom. This is just some sort of consolidation zone, and we're going to have that lower leg down, right? So if you're holding long term, I would be waiting. But you traders that are here, your statistical mindset needs to shape, right? You guys need to be absolutely statistical, right? You need to go back in time, have some indicators, have some structure to what you're trading. Let's say we have a break in market structure with this downtrend. You don't know what to do. Want to know why you don't know what to do? Because you haven't gone back into the past and you haven't said, oh, if I buy down here, when all these indicators line up, I have around a possible 1% that I can make off of this. And I know that this is around 60% success rates based off of the past 2 weeks on what has happened, right? So you guys need to get that down to a percentage. How do you get something down to a percentage? You go and you back test it. And yeah, that might take a lot of time to do, but you want to know what? That's going to help improve your portfolios tremendously. It's going to help improve your accuracy because you're not just trading based off of this random gut feeling or this random gut feeling when market structure breaks. What about having chart in the Discord that ranks coins according to multiple factors like tokenomics, marketing, use case would be helpful? Daniel, that will happen at some point, right? But I'm going to make a turd coin list also. That I want to get that done. I feel like that'd be funny. Having like ranked like the worst coins all the way down to some of the best coins. But like having a whole list of actually how many of these coins are overvalued, right? You guys might be mad. You're like, expert, these coins are not overvalued. I'm telling you right now, they are. Wake up. Yeah, all it is, guys, is these people will preach. They'll preach all this random gibberish when all it comes down to for TA is having some sort of numbers behind what you're doing. You understand market structure, right? We have these random lines that are meaningless to some of you guys. They're not meaningless, right? These are resistance, support, trend lines. And what I'm looking for, break in market structure, looking for some trend that's going to follow, looking at my indicators that are pulled up. I'll pull some up on this screen. And I'm looking at what statistics are behind it, right? What is the percent chance that I'm going to win this trade? Why would I enter a trade when I don't even have an idea about how statistical, like what's the outcome, right? Why would I enter a trade where it's just like me rolling some dice where it's like, I don't know what the outcome could be, right? No, I'm not going to do that. No, you shouldn't do that. if you guys have a back-tested strategy, right, a written down strategy, step 1, right, we look for the support and the resistance. Step 2, we identify the trend that we are in. Step 3, we draw and map out our trend lines, right? Step 4, we calculate our risk and reward, or whatever range we are in, right? You guys have to have it mapped out like that, and you could backtest it, see how accurate it is. If it's not accurate, move on to the next strategy you could work on, or maybe you could just add some more stuff to that strategy to make it more successful, right? I promise anyone watching this, you can do it, right? Once you get that successful strategy, go run it through a paper trading just to make sure you didn't calculate it out wrong, and then start trying to do it paper trading live, right? And then if that works live, then you implement it into your portfolio. You don't need to watch anyone, right? You guys don't need to watch anyone. You just need to watch the charts by yourself and map this out. When will we see the best YouTubers list? I'll drop that in there right now. Let me give you guys the best YouTubers. I believe I have that list with me. Sorry about that. Influencer Central. Top 5 small cap, right? Small caps. We'll call the small YouTubers small caps, right? Small cap gems. All right, so let me just copy and paste this in there in the chat. Yeah, you guys, we got some great YouTubers that are small caps, right? We have the Defiant, right? We definitely have a lot more that I'll need to go through, right? There's the Defiant, posted his name in there. Traders Reality is a favorite amongst the Discord. Really cool vibes, unique perspective on the markets with some TA. Not sure if he'll be huge, but he has a strong cult-like following that will grow. Traders Reality, that's the little synopsis on him. Casa Verdes as well. We'll post Casa Verdes in there. These are all YouTubers that if you guys cut out every single person out of your YouTube watch list, they will grow your knowledge. I promise you they will. All right, so we have, boom, Casa Verdes. He is a very, very good content, especially for traders. Jam-packed, a bit of fun too. Video quality is not the best, but he's doing great work, right? Especially for someone with sub 9K subscribers, my personal favorite on this list. That's what someone said about it. So Joshua Jake feels like Journey Crypto without the negatives of Journey Crypto. Covers a lot of news. He's got some talent. Has a TikTok as well. Only 4.5K subscribers. Right, there's some good YouTubers for you guys, right? There's a lot larger of a list, but those are like the kind of the top 3. I don't judge me, guys. I didn't make this list. We'll get some more of those on there. So those are just 3 that you guys can go look at. All right, what else? Let's see if they posted anything else. There's like a bunch of them, right? There's Champions Traders, I believe. Champion Traders. I'm not seeing that there, but I know he's good. Right. Seeing that list for you guys is going to be awesome because you guys have more opinions, more videos to watch instead of your BS large YouTubers. You should never be watching large YouTubers ever. If I get large, stop watching me. Right? Because small YouTubers, guys, like they're not going to lie. A lot of them might lie, right? But they're not going to lie, right? They're going to really try and show and help you out the most you can. You can tell really who those are, and we're making a list for it. So that's going to be great. I hear Expert Crypto is pretty decent. No, that guy sucks, man. That guy sucks. He's not on the list, man. He's on the worst list. Yeah, just not too much happening right now. Could have this W pattern. This is what I was kind of talking about. Let's go. We can see it on the 15-minute, right? Where we come down, we come back up, and we break back down, and then we shoot back up to the upside. This could be the bottom of this W around this level, right? Normally a W has a trend line where it's a little bit higher, right? We'll just keep that into consideration. I'll draw it out for you guys real quick. Normally something along the lines, oops, change this to yellow, delete that. We'd have a pattern somewhat of like this, where we come down and bounce back up, but this is simple. Could happen, right? Just another possibility. W and M patterns are extremely important. Nice candlestick though, right off the support. That is a newfound support. Right? See if we could retrace this large candle. This is kind of where we started from. Still looking, actually we're still in an uptrend from this down level right here. I didn't have this. Whoops. Right. We're still in an uptrend right here. Right, we're still in an uptrend. If you guys look right here, right? Still in some sort of uptrend. We break through this, these levels right here looking really bearish. But this could be the middle of the range right here. So if we don't break above this, this could change into a downtrend with the lower highs. This is on the 15-minute, by the way. 15-minute, 5-minute, 1 hour. Very, very good things to be looking at. Your 15-minute, right, is going to be for like your midterm, just to get another perspective. Your 1 hour is going to be like your long term. Your 2, 3, and 4 hour as well. You definitely want to be paying attention to your 15-minute though. A lot of people trade off the 15-minute, but they use this 3, 4, 5, and 2-minute for the confirmation. Even the 1 minute, but not the biggest fan of the 1 minute, especially for you new people. We retested this trend line too. Let's see. Laterin in. Yeah, long term. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's my long term, guys. I'll focus on the daily, right? I do look at the daily. If I didn't look at the daily, guys, I wouldn't have gotten to this short at 41K if I wasn't looking at the daily, right? Because we have this trend resistance right here. So yeah, daily is very, very important for identifying long-term trends, right? Daily is super important. I would recommend charting on the daily, right? Then go chart on, I do use the 12-hour as well. Just chart on each one of these, look for trends, supports and resistances, and supports and resistances on all these, and then factor in, go lower, go lower, go lower, right? Practice doing that, guys. If you're new, just practice doing that, right? Right, so we went on the daily, right? Let's go see if we can find some trend supports or resistances on the daily, right? What do we see? Well, we do see this downtrend from the top, right? Coming down to here, right? We tested, boom, couldn't break out of it. And then we see some sort of downtrend coming from right around this level, right? Broke through that. Now we're at this 31K. We tested back, broke back above it. Let's go to the 8-hour. I know there's a lot of lines in here, guys. Give me a break. Okay. So here's the trend line. Probably move this. Is this the same one? Yeah, it is. Probably put this a little bit steeper, right? So it touches. This is the type of trend that we're in. This line, I'll change the colors. Right? We'll change the colors around on them so you guys can see them better. This is the longer term trend that we're in. Make this line a little bit larger. Trend support, trend resistance, right? Trend support, we don't want to break through it or else we're going down, down, down. Trend support, we break up through it, we're going up, up, up. I don't care which way we break. I'm gonna be getting in either way. Right, we hit off this little uptrend. It's probably gonna be coming back down to hit this one on the longer term scale. Right? Look at this. So if we draw this line, right? Look at, we hit, we bounce up, we hit this trend here. This was kind of the middle of the trends. We kind of almost pushed towards the top. We hit the bottom, right? Push towards, we hit the top. You guys have these trends down on the longer term, right? You guys could be shorting the tops, longing once we're in a downtrend, right? If we're in a downtrend, you guys just want to be shorting the tops of the trend. I would advise you guys to do that, as that's going to be the most successful route from a percentage wise, right? You're going to have a better percentage in these downtrends to short the tops and take profits at the bottoms, but take profits at the middle as well. Matters what time frame you guys are looking at it. But yeah, shorting the tops of these trends is very, very important. Look at 36K, short the top of this trend. I was bearish yesterday, right? But want to know what? We didn't break out of this trend, so I was still bearish. Just did a little testy right there. BTC divergence. Let me check. I have my divergence indicator on. I don't think I do. Let me check if I have my divergence. Yeah, it will be popping up real soon, but yeah. This is the divergence you guys see. 1, 2, 3, bull. Right here it put a bull because of this divergence that we saw here. And this is where you guys are going to find divergences. Is this has money flow RSI, but it's basically and stochastic, by the way, stochastic RSI. But this is what you guys are looking for, is patterns, trend lines through this for your divergence source, and it's unclosed, obviously. Oops, get back in here. At the top of this trend line, let's see if we're going to keep on going down. Down, 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 down. This is the channel we're in, right? But want to see the larger channel we're in, guys? All the way up here, right? Oops. Oops. Right, this is the larger channel we're in on the 4-hour, right? This is the 8-minute channel, right? This is the shorter time frame channel that we're in, right? Which there's still a lot of trades to be made in these channels, right? You have ranges inside these channels, right? What are ranges? Support, resistance, right? It's just you're going along these smaller channels and mapping the market structure out. As they do have price action, they do have movement around whichever level you're looking at. If it's a good support level, right, it'll bounce off of it. If it's a good resistance level, it'll not bounce or will not go through it. It'll bounce down from it. If it breaks through both of those, you'll see large price movement after. See, we're in a downtrend right here, right? We see a downtrend that we're currently in. Saw the momentum switch. When we didn't get that higher high, we just tested. We tested. You see if we break out. Look how low we went here, though, right? Look how low we went here on the 8-minute. Switch to the 5-minute. Look at we tested. Break down. See if we can break out now. Yeah, I would have probably looked at shorting at the top of this just because we were showing we're at the top of this trend, right? I would have set my stop loss very tight, right? Set my stop loss around this level on this trend line, as we've showed a lot of support there, resistance there. What would that have been? 0.4, right? We'd be looking probably for 0.75% to take some gains, moving up my stop loss, of course, once I am in profit. But that's what I'd be looking for. I might ride it down all the way down, but I'm definitely going to be taking some profits at the 0.75 just to secure some gains, move up my stop loss, so I make sure that I'm in profit. Don't want to get too greedy. Never, ever, ever want to get too greedy. That's how you get killed. They get slaughtered. Experts TA is extremely difficult these days with this ranging market and no clear trend. We do have a clear trend. It's just when there's a lot of volatility, TA can be very, very hard to understand. I understand your struggle. But what I'm doing is I have longer time frames mapped out, and then I have shorter time frames mapped out, right? The shorter time frames, we have trend switches. We have the trend switch multiple times in a row. So that's basically what we're seeing, right? Like we have trends inside of trends. If you're looking at the longer to the shorter time frames, you could just trade the longer ones. It won't be as confusing. All right, this is going to be probably our third time testing the top of this trend line. Let's see if we break out of it. Right, we have the shorter time frame trends, right? The shorter time frame trends, and then we have the longer ones. Right, here's the longer trend. Right, here's the tops, here's the bottoms. This downtrend that we're currently in. Here's the even longer ones, right? Nice push on Bitcoin right there. Here's the longer ones. Bring that down a little bit. Oops. Go. Here's the longer ones. Downtrend, we could go up to approximately, let's say 35K with this one. If we break out, we're gonna have some upside. Matters which one that we're gonna break out though. 34,800. As you guys can see with this downwards range, very, very sharp downwards range on the long-term one, right? That means that we have a lot to go and move up towards because we went down so much. But let's say this takes a few days, right? 34K, we break out of this, we retest. That's when you guys are going to be able to buy on those longer term ones. For example, right? Normally what happens, right? We have some sort of uptrend, right? Boom, uptrend, uptrend. We break down out of this uptrend, right? Break down into this uptrend. We're looking to short once we see the significant price movement underneath, right? We see it, we go down, we retest, put in our short around this level, right? We see that we're in a downtrend now. You're looking to trade the sharpness of the trends and get the reversal on it when you see the reversal happen. Which there will be tutorial videos on how to do that, right? I hope this makes sense. I know a lot of you guys are understand it already, but there's a lot of you guys that don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and it's all right. Testing EMA right now, 100-day EMA. Look at, we've tested the 100-day EMA once, twice, 3, 4 times on the 6-minute. Let's check the 5-minute. It's been hanging out above it. Check the 15-minute with these EMAs. We've been doing on the 15-minute, right? We're just in the middle of this right here. We wouldn't have been able to see that if we didn't look at multiple time frames. Can you explain BTC USD shorts and longs on TradingView? Well, by the way, guys, the longs and shorts that you see on TradingView are from Bitfinex, which has a very, very low liquidity. So let's go into BTC longs. Someone told me this the other day, right? It was like a few days ago, but BTC longs, let's go into all. I think we need to do Bitcoin longs, right? This gives you some sort of idea on what the market is doing, but at the same time, it's not the best, right? So we go to BTC longs, right? We'll go on the 8-hour, whatever it might be. This is just showing what's happening through Bitfinex, right? Bitfinex is owned by Tether. And you got to understand that this is not looking accurate in the sense of because this only has, let's say, 1/10 of the liquidity of what is in crypto, it can't show all the shorts and the longs that are in crypto. This is only showing 1/10 of the liquidity, right? Through only Bitfinex, right? It's not showing Binance, it's not showing FTX, right? Just showing Bitfinex. Bitfinex is somewhat of a smaller exchange, but it can still give you some sort of idea of what these other exchanges are doing because they kind of seem to match up in some aspects. Sorry about that. Yeah. And I needed to make it clear. I didn't know myself. See people pulling up that chart. Yep, like I did. Sorry about that. But it's somewhat accurate in getting some sort of sentiment on the other exchanges. But at the same time, it's not completely accurate. All right, so yeah, we're still down 7% with Bitcoin today, right? Still a sharp turn to the downside. Like I said, guys, look at this 7-minute candle, right? 4.6% in, it was actually in the 5-minute too. 5-minute candle, guys. Go from the top to the bottom. Around 6% in, 7% in around 30 minutes. right? 7% of the liquidity of Bitcoin down in 7 minutes before market hours. Shows you the volatility in crypto. Crazy. It's crazy, huh? Will you ever show a short video on KuCoin? Look it up on YouTube, man. I'm sure there's videos on YouTube. I don't need to do one. There's already one out on YouTube. Some sort of test on this support. Yeah. Here. Pushed up to here. Yeah, guys, look how large this candle is right here. Man. 5 minutes looking crazy. Craziness. Look at these candles, guys. 5 minute candle, guys, 3%. Right? 2%. Thank God I took profit. Yeah, good for you, man. Make sure, guys, right? Volatile as the market is right now, taking profit is extremely important. When you have a volatile market, like I said, profit is the goal, right? You'll have those trades that'll hit big, you know, but if you're being strategic and you're really moving around with the market at a strategic area where you're not trying to gain too much from a trade, and you're really shorting or longing at important levels where price action is there, bottoms or tops of ranges, you will be pretty successful with this volatility, right? Right here, you might get screwed over, right? We don't see too much volatility like we do here. Doesn't happen often, right? Does not happen often. But yeah, really what you have to do. All right, so I'm going to be ending the stream there. Appreciate you guys coming here. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are new. But I will be streaming later today. Still have a lot of things to do. We'll be in the Discord shortly. So have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you guys later.